The king of the forest, the king of the jungle, woke up one morning. He gave a loud roar. And the lioness says, "Oh my gosh, your breath is horrible. It stinks." And the lion says, "What are you talking about? Impossible. My breath doesn't smell." And he walked away. But deep down, he was thinking, maybe she's right. Maybe my breath does have a terrible odor. He had a guilty conscience. So he called the wolf, the sheep, and the fox. He says to the wolf, "Come here. I want you to smell my breath and tell me, how does it smell?" And the lion gave a loud roar, and the wolf inserted its head into the mouth of the lion. And he says, "You know something, Your Majesty? That is awful. Awful." The lion said, "Off with your head." And he bit him off, dead. Next comes the sheep. The sheep sees the carcass of the wolf. She's prepared. The lion is sharpening its claws, and he gives a big yawn and says, "Tell me, how's my breath?" And she says, "Wow, a bed of roses. I've never smelled something so beautiful in my life." The king of the jungle responds, "You're a liar! Off with your head!" And kills the sheep. Next comes the fox. The fox walks closer to the lion, and he sees the carcass of the wolf and the carcass of the sheep. And he says, "I'm not going to fall prey to what my friends did." Comes in front of the lion, and the lion gives a big roar, sharpening its claws, and says, "Tell me, how's my breath?" And the fox begins to sneeze. Achoo! 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 He takes out a handkerchief. He's blowing its nose, and it's coughing. "Your Majesty, I'm so sorry. I have a very, very bad cold. I can't smell anything. You'll have to excuse me." And the king says, "You're excused." And the fox walks away. Don't get involved in machlokes.